lovelies, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a July favourites. Now this is my first favourites video. I've never done one of these before, but I am very excited. I've been loving a lot of things this month and in the past few months, but mainly this month. So first of all, I am going to get started with skincare. So this month my skin has been so bad. I have no idea why, but I've just been getting so many breakouts, particularly on my chin area and some like around my nose. I think because I was sick for a week and somehow that completely messed up my skin. So I've been desperately needing some emergency products to cope with that, because just like everybody else, I do not enjoy having spots all over my face because they are painful and they look not very nice. So the first one I've been using is the Body Shop Tea Tree Targeted Gel. I put it on in the morning before I put on my moisturizer. And basically it just works throughout the day. It's not the strongest thing I've ever used. It's fairly mild, so I would say if you get random spots that aren't like mega ginormous insane mountainous spots, this is really good for just like regular use if you don't have insane breakouts like I did. I have been loving using this for the not as crazy spots, but for a more intense treatment at nighttime I've been using this, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Malin and Goetz Acne Treatment Nighttime 10% Sulfur Lotion Overnight Treatment. It looks like this. I got mine from Mecca when I was in Australia. I got it online. Basically you just, I think I've shaken this up a little bit, but basically there's two solutions. There's like a watery solution at the top and then more of a solid white solution at the bottom. You just get your cotton bud, you dip it in through the top layer and to the bottom, and then you take it out. So you don't shake it up at all, you just basically pop it straight in, up and down, and then you just put it on the spots that you have. You definitely need to use this at nighttime because it leaves a giant white spot. You don't rub it in, you just literally just leave it there. This is really intense, like I'm not gonna lie, like it stings. Particularly if you've just cleansed your skin, which generally, because I use it at night, I've just cleansed and it hurts, but it definitely does do its job. I still haven't really found anything that gets rid of those really insane ones, but for the sort of less insane ones, again, this one is really good. It's very intense though, so just be careful, don't put too much on, and definitely do it at nighttime. If you do it during the day, you're going to be walking around with lots of little white dots all over your face, so you don't look particularly attractive with this, but I seriously do not care because I just do not enjoy having tons and tons of spots on my face. So yeah, these two in conjunction for night and day have been my absolute emergency go-tos this month. Now sticking with skincare, I have been using two products this month that have been really good for basically just keeping my skin clear when it has been clear, which has not been a lot this month. If you've seen any of my other videos, then you would definitely have seen this one. I've been using this every single day, even if I'm not wearing makeup, even if I'm just, you know, around the house, I've been using this because seriously, my skin gets so shiny and oily. Like, I'm not even joking. I look like I've dipped my face in a bucket of oil every single day. I don't know why my skin does that. I guess it's good for, it kind of looks good through makeup because it kind of makes my skin sort of glowier. So I never have a problem with looking too matte because my skin is insanely oily. But when I don't want it to be like I've dipped my face in a bucket of oil, which is every day because that's just gross, I've been using this oil balancing moisturizer from Simple. It's a really light moisturizer, so it doesn't feel like you're absolutely caking your face in product, which if you are like me and you have oily skin, you do not want to feel a really thick moisturizer on your face because it just feels, I don't know, I don't like it at all. So I definitely prefer lighter products for moisturizer, and this has been amazing for that. I just use it basically every morning. At nighttime I don't put it on because I actually have a treatment that is basically to control my acne, so I put that on every night, and then I put the spot treatment, the white spot treatment that I can't pronounce, on top of it. It just on those pimples. This one I put on in the morning and that definitely helps with shine. And then for nighttime when I'm cleansing my face in the shower, I go in with a full face of makeup. I just basically, not hard, but I rub my hands over my face and kind of get most of it off that I can just with the warm water. Oh my gosh, I've just taken this out of my shower and it is leaking all over me. So this is also from Simple. It's the Kind to Skin Moisturizing Facial Wash, and I use this one with my Clarisonic. I have the Mia 2 Clarisonic, which is the best thing ever. I've been forgetting to use that because I've been charging it and I keep forgetting to take it back into the bathroom, so it's just been sitting in my room charging. Oh my goodness, the difference. Like I think there was about a week where I kept forgetting every night to take it back into the bathroom, and in that week I had so many spots. The difference between when I was using it and when I wasn't, it was so obvious. But to use that, I use this to basically take off my face makeup, and then when I get out of the shower I take off my eye makeup with a micellar water. It just feels really moisturizing, really like silky. I've used, you know when you use a cleanser and it kind of makes your skin feel squeaky clean? For me, because I have such oily skin, that is actually not what I want at all, because almost immediately my skin produces a ton of oil to counteract that oilless skin. So this is really good for that, because it's not too oily, it's not too, oh my goodness, this is leaking all over me. Yeah, it's basically just a really nice silky moisturizing product for cleansing at night. Now when I have a day off, when I'm just lounging around at home and I don't really have anything on, I will pop on a face mask. I've been using the Cocoa Butter Purifying Mask, which says it draws out impurities, and it's got green clay and sweet almond oil in it, and it's just a really good quick face mask. I only put it on for 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, and then I wash it off, and it seriously leaves my skin so smooth. Oh my goodness, my skin feels amazing after this. I've tried face masks before where my skin at the end feels like that squeaky clean feel, and I don't like that. Like, my skin does not like that at all. It just produces so much oil. So this is really amazing for that. It seriously just leaves my skin so moisturized and really clear. Usually when I run my hand over my face, like if I'm just touching my face, I can feel little like bumps. When I use this, it's totally like flat. Like I can't feel any bumps at all. So it definitely does do what it says. It draws out impurities, and it does feel a little bit strange when you put it on because, like it says, it tightens and cools. So it kind of feels like you can't smile. So if you're watching something funny, like I'll watch just like YouTube videos or something while this is on, and if I'm watching something funny I can't laugh, so I just gotta go like it looks insane. It's like I've got Botox or something because I can't move my face. So yeah, if you're watching something funny while this is on, then just be aware of that, because you might look a little bit like a robot. But it is amazing and just a really simple, nice face mask. Also from Palmer's, I just wanted to quickly mention I've been using this little insane looking thing. This is a lip balm. This is the Cocoa Butter formula, and it's just a nice simple moisturizing lip balm. I don't actually wear lipstick to work because I just find that it's a little bit annoying having to like touch it up and stuff, so I literally just put this on, and seriously it kind of looks like I'm wearing a lip stain or something, because I don't know what it does, but it kind of just brings out the color of your lips somehow. It just looks really nice and natural, and it just feels so silky, and it smells, kind of smells like almond or something. It smells really sweet, I don't know, but it smells really good. So yeah, I've been loving using this every day. Now of course, being summertime, I've been fake tanning. I mean, I do that all year round, but particularly in the summertime I like to fake tan every single week, and I've been using the Bondi Sands Self Tanning Foam in Dark. I've been using this for probably around a year now. I love this stuff. Like, it seriously looks so natural and beautiful. I always get asked by people, they're like, have you been somewhere? Like, have you been on holidays or something? Because your skin looks so tanned. And I'm like, it's not real, it's fake. And they're like, what? It smells like coconut, so if you like coconut then you will love this. If you don't like coconut, you probably won't. But I've just been using this again on days that I don't have anything on. I leave it on for about 6 hours, which sounds like a long time, but it doesn't really transfer once it's dried, so it takes about half an hour to dry. And then basically you can just go about your day. You can just put on normal clothes. I mean, I would probably wear slightly baggier clothes than normal, because it does, if you're wearing tight clothes, it does kind of rub and transfer onto those. But once it's dry, you can pretty much just go about your day as normal. So I've just been using this, and then to kind of top it up when it's sort of getting near the end of my tan, so like right now I'm due for another tan probably in the next couple of days. I've been using this Gradual Tan from the Tan Daily Glow Moisturizing Body Lotion, and this just helps with like if I get streaky, my neck gets like these random like little streaks everywhere and it starts to come off. So I have been loving using this. This smells really good. Like every time I put this on, someone's like, what is that smell? It smells so good. It kind of smells like sunscreen, but like that really amazing sunscreen, you know, that like really nice sunscreen smell that smells like you've been to the beach. It smells like that. So yeah, I've been loving using this and the Bondi Sands tanning lotion. Now again, if you've watched any of my previous videos, probably the last couple of videos, you will have seen me use this Makeup Revolution palette. This is the Redemption Palette Essential Mattes 2. I have been loving this, seriously. Like this is such a nice neutral nude brown palette. I'm wearing it today and I've been wearing this literally every single day. It does have a fair bit of fallout, so just beware of that. It's so cheap as well. It was like £4, like it was amazingly affordable, and it's just, yeah, a really nice, simple, everyday palette. Another thing I've been using every week in the month of July has been the OPI Nail Lacquer in the shade Sweetheart. It's just this one right here. It's just like a lovely pink, and I've just literally been wearing it every single day. It's just beautiful. It's a really nice formula. It feels really smooth when you put it on. You probably only need, I would say, 2 coats, and it lasts a really long time. Like this is a really amazingly long-lasting nail polish, and yeah, I've just been loving this for the month of July. Another summery thing that I've been wearing in July, which is kind of out of character for me. My style is quite sophisticated and kind of sexy, like feminine, rather than the sort of pretty girly feminine, if you know what I mean. So I don't really wear a lot of like florals or pretty much any patterns really, or you know, light colors even. I wear a lot of dark colors like burgundy and dark grey, black, a lot of black. So I've been quite surprised because this month I've been loving wearing this skirt from Warehouse. It's just this beautiful floral, like blue pink skirt with these beautiful big flowers on it. It's got like little bumblebees, and I don't know, I mean this is really not me at all. Like if you know anything about my style, then you would never say that I would wear this, because this is definitely quite out of my comfort zone. But I've just been, I don't know, I've been kind of inspired to be more sort of girly since I dyed my hair. I don't know why, but for some reason just having like blonde short hair has made me like, my style has kind of started to evolve a little bit. So I'm kind of excited because I've started wearing a lot more floral things, like even just this top with the lace. I usually would never wear this because I'm not really into, yeah, like lace and flowers and girly clothes. So yeah, I've been really excited to try wearing some more florally, girly clothes. Now the other day I went into Topshop, not the other day, a couple of weeks ago I went into Topshop. I just needed some more rings because I do wear rings a lot, like most days, and I tend to buy kind of cheaper rings because I don't know, I get bored of them and I kind of just like to like layer them and wear lots of different ones. And I went into Topshop and I bought some, like a pack of rings, and they're just these ones here, not this one, this one's these ones. But yeah, they're just beautiful gold. I only ever wear gold jewellery. I have ginormous fingers. I don't know where that's from. I think it's from my dad because literally my fingers are pretty much the same size as him. I don't know why, that's really annoying. But basically, I find it really difficult to find rings that fit me, and these ones actually are not too bad. I mean, these two I've been wearing on my pinky because they don't even, literally they don't even really go the full way down on my pinky. But yeah, I've just been really loving these this month. Now onto some more like random favorites, not really fashion or beauty or skincare related. I've been loving listening to records this month. Now I don't know if you noticed, but I actually have a record player just here. This is the GPO suitcase record player. It is really cute. I wouldn't say it has the best sound in the world, but I've just been loving putting on. I only have 3 records because I got my record player for my birthday, which was the 1st of May. I've just been listening to them when I'm not watching videos or, you know, not doing something with headphones in, when I've just been reading. I'm doing a styling course at the moment, so while I've been reading my tutorials, I've been listening to records, and it's just so lovely. I've been having the window open and my record's playing, and it makes me feel so blessed. I don't know why, but for some reason it's the little things that really make me happy in life. So yeah, that's just been really making me so happy this month. And I have been listening to, I only have 3 records, but they are probably 3 of my favorite albums ever. I have the Coldplay Ghost Stories record, which is probably the one that I listen to the most. It is, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's just really whimsical. And can we just talk about this dust cover? Like, how cool is that? It's like really whimsical, and I don't know, every time I see it, it just makes me happy, and it's got little like lyrics written on it, and it's so beautiful. And then a very long time love of mine. I have seriously loved this artist for probably since I was like 16. I remember one of my friends who was obsessed with her at the time showed me her video for video games. It's Lana Del Rey. She showed me her video games music video, and I mean, at first I was a little bit, I didn't really know if I liked it, but I just loved the music video for it so much. And then I started to listen to her Born to Die album, and oh my gosh, I loved it so much. This has been a very long time love for me. I've got the Paradise Edition. Okay, the annoying thing is, right, so I thought I was getting, you'd think on the back it says all of these songs. You'd think that you got all of these songs. You don't. You get these songs right here, the Paradise Edition, which makes sense. I mean, it is the Paradise Edition, it's not all of the songs. But I was a little bit annoyed because I thought, I mean, it said on, I think I got it from like Amazon or something, it listed all of the songs, and I thought, oh great, cool, you get like a heap of songs for this amazing price. No, you just get these ones. So I was a little bit annoyed at that, but I mean, I've listened to these ones so much, it's actually crazy. So I was not too disappointed because the Paradise Edition I haven't listened to as much as the original Born to Die. So I've been kind of loving like getting back into these, and yeah, I just love having this one in the background because she is beautiful and I just love her music so much. And then finally I have the Tom Odell Long Way Down album. I love this album so much. Okay, so I got into Tom Odell probably a couple of years ago, and I loved this album so much. My favorite song is probably Can't Pretend, and then Sense. I'm not a big fan of his new songs. I don't know what it is, but I was so excited when he released some of his new songs, and I listened to them straight away. And I don't know, I just kind of felt like, they weren't really for me. I don't like them. This is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, but I still love this one. I listened to this one a lot as well. I listened to all 3 of them a lot. Probably, I would say, probably the Coldplay one the most, and then this one, and then Born to Die. But yeah, these are amazing, and I've just been loving listening to these. Now, speaking of music, I'm just going to share with you 2 songs that I've been loving this month. I've been loving a lot of songs. I listen to music a lot. So I'm just going to share 2 songs. The first one is called Final Song by, is it M.O. Mo? I don't know, whatever it is, that I've been loving that song. And also Until We Go Down by Liston B featuring Ruel. At my work, that song is kind of like on rotation on the speakers, and every time it came on, I was like, I love this song, I have to remember this. And I'd like try to remember the lyrics in my head so I could like look it up when I got home, and I kept forgetting. It was the most frustrating thing in the world. Like, I kept thinking of the lyrics, something about fire, so I kept just looking up like fire lyrics, and obviously I didn't come up with anything. But I finally remembered it on the train home. I was listening to Discover Weekly on Spotify, and a song came up that kind of reminded me of it, and I quickly like paused it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm remembering. And then I finally remembered, and I quickly looked up the lyrics and I found it, and I was so happy because I've really been enjoying that song. So yeah, check out those 2. A couple of TV shows that I've been loving. I have been watching comedies with my sister for a really long time, for years and years. That's been our tradition. We watch comedy shows like all of the seasons. Basically, we just binge watch them. We just finished watching Parks and Recreation, which was amazing, and we were really sad when it ended. Before that, we were watching The Office, the American version, which is probably one of my favorite comedy shows TV shows ever. But we finished Parks and Rec and I was like, what is there left to watch? I'd wanted to watch Arrested Development for a while because I'd heard some really good things about that, and I'd watched a couple of episodes and found them really funny. But then I was like looking up, you know how you can like look up on Google shows like blah blah blah. So I looked up shows like Parks and Rec. The first one that came up was Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I'd heard somebody else mention who also liked Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and saying, you know, how they were loving it at the moment. So I was like, oh, okay, because I'd watched a few things from Andy Samberg before and I was kind of on the fence about him because I didn't find him that funny. Maybe I just didn't get the jokes, I don't know. But I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it. So I watched a couple of episodes and I watched it by myself so I could kind of show Mel, my sister, if they were really funny. And I laughed so, like, I'm not even joking, my stomach was hurting. I don't know if I was just in a mood where I was like in a funny mood, I don't know, but I was like laughing so much. And I was like, it cannot be this funny, like I must just be in one of those moods. So I showed it to my sister and she laughed heaps as well, and then we've just been watching it every single day. We almost finished season 2, we've got like 1 episode left and it is just amazing. I would definitely recommend you check that out if you like Parks and Rec because it is so funny. You do have to get past the first few episodes though, because you know when I watched them the second time, they're not the best first few episodes, but I mean that's pretty much for most shows, you have to kind of get past the first few episodes. But if you do, seriously, it is amazing. It is so funny. Andy Samberg is hilarious, like oh my gosh. Another show I've been watching, which is totally different to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it is a completely different genre, is War and Peace. Now, I love any kind of period drama. I've watched all of them, basically. I love them so much. And I've been looking out for a new one because I don't know, I've had like a massive drought of not watching any because I just haven't found any that looked particularly good. I don't know, I watched Outlander and I don't know. I mean, I liked it in some ways, but it kind of just put me off watching period dramas for a while. If you've seen Outlander and you've seen the last 2 episodes, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was like scarred for a really long time. I was like, I'm not watching anything like that ever again. It's harrowing and really, yeah, just don't watch it. Don't watch the last 2 episodes of Outlander. You'll thank me because it is really disturbing. So I hadn't watched anything in ages, and then my dad told me about the show that he'd been watching called War and Peace. I love soundtracks to TV shows and movies, like I listen to them so much. Probably my favorite composer is Thomas Newman. He did American Beauty and Series of Unfortunate Events, and just he's amazing. That had nothing to do with this. Anyway, so he showed me one of the songs from the soundtrack and I just, it was so beautiful. It's so unusual as well. Like if you look at War and Peace soundtrack, it's so haunting and beautiful, but I loved it so much and I was like, okay, I have to watch this because music for me is like, it's one of my favorite things in life. So I was like, if this has good music, then I'm probably gonna like it. It's set in Russia in the 1800s. I think it's the 1800s, could be the 1700s, I don't know. It's set in Russia in centuries ago. It is so beautiful, like, oh my gosh, the costumes and the sets and everything, like, oh. It's really sad though, I cried so much. It's the 2015 version. It's only 1 season long, but it is seriously worth it. Like, it is amazing. It's based on the Leo Tolstoy book, War and Peace, and which I haven't read. Yeah, it's amazing. Watch it. And lastly, I feel like this is the longest favorites in the entire world. I'm gonna have to edit this so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, the last favorite, which is kind of like a random favorite, it's a food favorite. I've been loving, this is so weird. I've been loving apple and peanut butter. I used to be on and off a vegan for about a year. I went through this whole like health phase where I was just eating so much fruit and veg. It was insane. And like having all raw foods and like no dairy, no meat, blah blah blah. I used to watch a lot of vegan YouTubers. I'm not a vegan anymore, but I used to watch a lot of vegan YouTubers, and one of the things that they had as like a snack was apple and peanut butter. Now they had like proper like raw peanut butter that was like all like healthy. I just have regular peanut butter. I just remembered that one day because we didn't have like anything to eat in the house, we just had apple, and I was like, oh, I just don't really feel like an apple, but I kind of do. So I was like, what can I put on it to make it taste better? So I was like, I remember there used to be a couple of vegan YouTubers that had that as like their snack. So I tried it and oh my gosh, it is amazing. Like I've been obsessed. I've been having it every single day, like 2 apples a day, just like sliced up with like peanut butter. Oh, it's so good. I don't even know why it's so good. Like, it doesn't even make any sense, but it is. Oh, it's so good. Seriously, seriously try it. If you want like a healthy snack that is amazing, apple and peanut butter. Definitely try that. So guys, that is everything. That is my July favorites. I feel like this is literally the longest video in the whole world. I'm gonna have to edit this so much. If you're watching it and it's not too long, that means I've edited it a lot because I rambled and I don't know why. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye guys.